It's the weekend. This is How It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. We're rocking it today. Live on the line right now, Jared Beauchamp Water Treatment Solutions, out there shoveling all the parking lots, getting ready for Salt Sale Saturdays. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Adam.
Well, is it snowy out by you?
Yeah, not too bad, though. I'd rather be in there visiting with you than out clearing the snow. But
Well, we appreciate that. So thanks for calling in. So real quick, there was a water spill in Ohio, or a chemical spill in Ohio. That kind of made me think, oh boy, that can get into the water system, leach in, and then poison or toxic or whatever. I'd be scared. Can you guys help with something like that, like here in Michigan?
yeah, absolutely. We encourage everybody, to treat their water, put equipment in that can help prevent you from a lot of these toxins that are getting into the water. I mean, heck, we had a pretty bad fire and contamination right in Brighton, where they had PFOA, PFAS getting into the drinking water and causing contamination. So you really have to think about those things.
And so if someone's concerned and they call Beauchamp, what exactly do you guys do? What's the process?
Well, we'll come out and we'll do a free water analysis. And really, in the water industry now, we're not only treating for what may be in your water, but we're being proactive. And most people now, they're putting in equipment they don't have to think about those things. They can put in equipment that'll create purified water and safeguard them.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool. I like that.
So we'll come out, test the water, give them a proposal, and actually works out being less money for purified water than if you go to the store and buy it. And then you don't have all the plastics you're throwing into the environment when you're throwing away those old bottles. You can have purified water right at your refrigerator and also at your kitchen sink.
I like that one. That's even better. So, today's Salt Sale Saturday. Want to tell everyone, if you have a water softener in their house, what they can do to come to your office or your places and get salt.
Yep, come on in. We'll actually load you right on up. We've got a location in Howell, Brighton, and also Waterford, and soon to be Fenton.
When's Fenton opening?
We're looking at probably right around April 1st is when we're hoping.
Oh, that's cool.
As you know, contracting right now is a very difficult thing.
Finding good contractors has been frustrating for everyone, including myself. So I appreciate that. So reverse osmosis, as you know, is a really good thing for like your kitchen faucet, your ice maker. I have it in my house. But we've been talking about this trend about alkaline water. Can you just give a quick, description of that and how you can help?
Yeah, alkaline water is actually becoming pretty popular, as you said. We're actually at our stores going to be selling it. We're hoping to have that launched and set up in the next month or so. But you can come right in if you are getting 5-gallon water bottles. You can do a self-fill, and we'll have it at our stores for you to buy. Alkaline water is actually it's a lot of benefits. I encourage everyone to jump online, do the research on it. I myself have switched over to alkaline water, and it gives you a lot more energy, and there's a lot of benefits to it.
So
I'm a big fan of it.
Okay, cool. So if I wanted to do alkaline water for my house, is there a machine, or is it just drinkable and you just have to get the 5 gallons of it?
We actually, I'm glad you brought that up because we can do that for you as well. If your purified water if we put in a water purifier for you, we can also put in a cartridge that will create alkaline water right from your tap.
Oh, cool.
So you have it right there at your house.
I love that. All right, well, we're going to have to talk about that. So Beauchamp Water Treatment Solution, what's the website and the phone number for the call for today?
BeauchampWater.com, and the phone number is 810-632-2000. And if there's anything we can help anyone out with that's listening, we can offer free in-home water tests. We'll come to you, and we make the process very easy, very simple. and we can align the best system for your needs.
I love that. And by the way, if anyone's driving, you can't write it down, go to hireitdone.com. Beauchamp's on the contractor page as well. Jared, I want to get you in studio. Obviously, weather and your safety of your people for your locations is more important, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you calling in today. Thank you so much, and we're going to see you next week, right?
Yep, we'll see you next week.
All right, my man. Appreciate it. Have an awesome morning. Be safe out there. So, again, we're always trying for homeowners to get the best home improvement advice, the safest, the cleanest, everything about your house. So that's why we promote these companies. And so I want you to enjoy it as well. And that's why we are here. So in studio, we have Mike Harvey from the Roof Resource. Welcome back, Mike.
Hey, Adam.
Do you have clean water in your house?
Yes, I do. Actually had him install a reverse osmosis system.
Oh, you have? How do you like it,
Yeah,
by the way?
fantastic.
Do you do it for, what do you have, for just drinking or ice maker too, or what?
Well, we've got another cooler,
Okay.
and so we just take that water and we fill it up, so
Perfect.
it's fantastic.
So let me give you a little tip. Go buy those balls, those round ice maker balls, just
Right.
and use the reverse osmosis in those. The balls they're clear.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
I've got some diamond-shaped cast, and so that's what we put them in.
Oh, perfect. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about duct cleaning. Did you know there's 5 to 10 pounds of dust in your ductwork in every home? Well, let's see. We're going to clean it up when we come back. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Hey, I have a fact that I want to tell everyone. Did you know that the air inside your house is 5 to 10 times dirtier than the outside air? And that your ductwork in your house has up to 25 pounds of schmutz in it. To me, schmutz is dust and debris and Matchbox cars, diapers, whatever your kids have thrown in it. So who's like crazily OCD, think about that and get all neurotic. I have to have clean water. I got to have clean air. I just have to have all that. So in studio with me right now is a longtime friend and one of the best duct cleaning companies in Metro Detroit, Santa Clean, Jeremy Marquardt. Good morning.
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
Welcome to the show, brother.
Pleasure to be here.
So, was it a rough ride for you coming in?
It wasn't too bad.
Where are you coming from, Macomb?
I came from Chesterfield. The road crews seem to be active and doing their thing.
Shout out to all the county workers and the road crews, the local cities. They're rocking it out today. So thank you if you're listening. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And don't forget, 248-539-9797. We are open texting. If you have a question Google can't answer, you want a question about a roof or duct cleaning, Jeremy Marquardt from Santa Clean. Jeremy, why should everyone get duct cleaning?
Well, the main reason is we always have dust accumulating inside of our home air duct systems. In order for us to run our furnace, like you were talking earlier, running your blower nonstop, you're filtering the air. That's sucking in dirty air and filtering it, but it's filtering halfway through the system. So it's important that we clean that out periodically. I recommend every 3 to 5 years in most cases, or after a construction. You know, if you sand drywall or something, you should clean it immediately. But they're dirty from day one. From a brand new house, it's already got a bunch of dust in it. If you clean that, it will stay clean much longer.
Now, you know, it's interesting. Code recently, last couple of years, requires ductwork to be sealed when it's installed.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there's less room for air to get sucked out of it or the air to leave or, you know, makes the ductwork more efficient. But it also would trap more dust, I would think.
Yeah, it goes both ways with that. It sucks in less, but it also traps it.
Yeah.
It sucks it in from one location rather than from all the nooks and crannies throughout the basement. So up in your drywall ceiling, you're not sucking in a bunch of little stuff through every little crack in your system on a sealed system. That's the benefit of that.
I like that. So let me ask you this, Jeremy. What do you know? What are you seeing in ductwork, like the competitors? I've seen guys that have these backpacks that look like Space Rangers. I don't see them anymore. Are they gone? Are they still popping up in the little valve packs and all those things?
Well, the scam game has evolved quite a bit with the internet. So they're not so much in the Valpaks. What used to be in the Valpaks was more like little shyster people that had little dinky equipment and they wanted to make some money. Now what we have going on is so-called middlemen in Pakistan and other countries and call centers that literally flood Facebook groups with air duct cleaning 50% off. We're slow this month, but they never have a company name and they will hire anybody that
So they broker it out.
Right. And the people that they send to your house, you never know if they're reputable or not. Rob Wilczek did a Hall of Shame a year ago, and he had some scammers that way, and it probably had the Pakistan connection that he didn't put together, but I'm pretty sure it did. But the great thing is there's lots of reputable companies now. We're getting more of that, where we didn't used to have much choice in Metro Detroit. Now we have a few different choices of great companies. There's hundreds of companies, I would say. I don't know if there's that many, but there's a lot.
Okay.
A lot of them aren't good, but there's a few good ones, and if you do your due diligence and stick with Hire It Done, you'll definitely get a good deal.
Duh. I once tried to get a locksmith and went online locksmiths and the locksmith it was online. Next thing you know, I'm getting 4 or 5 calls from locksmiths. You know.
Oh, yeah, it's horrible.
So I didn't realize it, but I learned a lesson the hard way. By the way, I need a locksmith for Hire It Done now. But so Jeremy, that's nice that you say there's other good companies out there. So what's the difference between a backpack mounted and a truck mounted type of duct cleaning?
So the number one difference is, there's portable equipment and then there's truck mounts like what we use. Our truck is purpose built. It's diesel powered. The engine that drives the truck is the engine that powers the vacuum and the air compressor. So the truck obviously has way more power than portable stuff that plugs into the wall. Now, the portable stuff, in some cases, there's gas powered stuff that can do the same job as a truck. it's going to take a lot longer to achieve the same job, and the tech may or may not take that time. With the truck, we're able to be like a production line. That's the way I look at it, where we're cleaning all day long, tip top. Our equipment's running as good as it can run. That's how we can do this all day, in and out, is with proper equipment. If we had portable stuff, we'd be able to do less jobs. We'd have to charge more. So labor is your biggest cost with anything.
You have your equipment's like top of the line.
It is. And
how much is it measured in suck? Like how much sucking power?
They measure it in cubic feet per minute. That's how much air the suction hose pulls in, and they say it does about 16,000 CFM. And then the most important part that people don't think about, the vacuum is what sucks everything out, but we have to agitate and run tools that knock all the dirt off so the suction can take it. That's powered by the air compressor. Our air compressors are massive power. They're 200 PSI, and they run about 35 CFM.
Oh, okay. So that literally takes a lot of the power out. Okay, well, that makes sense to me. How much it costs to do duct cleaning?
Right now, we're running a special for $474 that covers a complete air duct cleaning, a dryer vent cleaning for a ground level exhausted dryer vent, and we'll also clean the furnace. It's $474 out the door, and that covers up to 2,500 square foot homes. It's residential homes with a single furnace and single thermostat. If you have more than that, it's a little extra. Just call us, and we'll let you
free
know
quote
about
over
that,
the phone. Can you get out there in a couple of days, or I know you're always busy.
It's the slow season right now, and the prices are actually lower right now than they normally are.
Yeah, well, you're less than all the rest. I mean, they're like $600-700 most.
We've
guys.
always been less than all the rest. We had to raise prices with inflation like everybody else, but we actually backed the prices off for the last 2 months. Inflation seemed to lower a tiny bit, and I passed it forward.
How do you get a hold of you?
You call 888-675-1454 or hireitdone.com.
Yeah, you're on the website. It's the easiest. You do great work.
Thanks.
You got all the customers that you do always rave about you. 5 stars every time.
We take pride in what we do.
I love that.
It's not that hard to do. When
you brought a guest with you today.
I did. I brought my daughter, Madeline.
She's got a nice smile.
Yeah,
She's going to be having a big breakfast with no crust when you're done, which I love.
No crust on her bread.
Is there a website?
It's www.airduct.cleaning.
Airduct.cleaning, and then what's the 800 number again?
877-600-DUCT.
Jeremy, I want to thank you for coming on, man. We got to get you here again.
I love being here.
I appreciate it, buddy. I do. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to figure out high-pressure sales and how to get rid of that. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Having a really good show today. You know, the snow never stops me. The weather never stops me. I just like blabbing on the radio, giving my 3 decades of experience of home improvement advice with my listeners and sharing that with you. And don't forget, 248-539-9797. It's Shout Out Saturday if you're a contractor, essential worker, county worker, plowing, doing whatever. I'm going to give you a shout out and thank you for your hard work today. In studio, back with me, is Mike Harvey from The Roof Resource, theroofresource.com. He gives a roof at cost. Mike, right now, we're going to talk about the sales process, but real quick, coming back to the company, tell everyone what is The Roof Resource, your version of it.
So the Roof Resource, we just remove the confusion for the homeowner and provide a roof at cost. So we address the 800-pound elephant that's in the room about price. We do it within 24 hours. They get a proposal, and typically they're installed within 7 to 10 days.
Okay, well, that's cool. So we were talking earlier about the people who are getting quotes, and I want everyone to get a quote. By the way, there are really good roofers out there. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
And these roofers have a business model that's the same everywhere. The model is advertise, send a salesman, and sell them the roof of that the salesperson or the company wants to promote, put it on, homeowner gets a good roof, and they're happy. That's pretty much what it goes down to. However, the homeowner's paying quite a large sum of money. And what Mike did is, from outside the industry, was able to look at it and say, you know what, there's got to be a better way. Can you give us a little bit of insight into how that happened?
Yeah. So, making a long story short, I got into the industry in 2020. And while, I enjoyed it, it's really about going in and creating relationships at the table with homeowners. However, what I didn't like about it was that you start high, and then whatever that comfort level is with the homeowner, then you close the deal and you get a roof. And there was a lot of profit in there. And to me, immediately I felt that I was part of the problem. I wasn't part of the solution. And so I just went back and left the partnership. And then I always will, tell people that I've trained over the years, I waved the magic wand and said, hey, if I was to build a roofing company, how would I do it so that the number one focus is that the homeowner wins? And so I created a process that the homeowner can get cost while still receiving the highest quality shingle, the top quality installation, give them choice, but truly have them focused on they're the ones who are winning. And so I did that and rolled it out in spring of 2021.
Okay, and how has it been since then?
We've been growing. 2021 was a year of, it was too good to be true. And it was really addressing, because when you say roofs at cost, there's really not an understanding of what cost really is in the marketplace. And our estimates were 5, 7, 10, 15,000. And so homeowners were just like, they were scared because it was the lowest estimate, right? And I completely understand that. But then as the year went on, and then in 2022, we really just blew up. Obviously, people heard us on the radio. They started understanding that, hey, this is real. And then homeowners were no longer going out and getting proposals, because they understood that, hey, if they get a proposal from someone, they're going to want to take them through a sales process.
That's interesting. And I listen, I'm deep in your business model. And so as a strategic advisor, helping you, I'm enamored by how the results and the raving reviews that the homeowners have been giving you. So for everyone out there, this is a new way to do it. It's changing the industry. A lot of people are afraid of change. So we were talking earlier about the sales process. So you call a roofing company that advertises. They have their salesman come out, and he comes into your house, and he starts to discuss with you about your roof. When he goes on your roof, if there's a company that still has people going on the roof, and they do, there's a lot of them that do, they're looking for reasons to sell you a new roof. They're looking for leaks. They're looking for flashing that's bent. They're looking for saddles. They're looking for anything that is bad. So when that happens, you know that that's it. And then they say, hey, we're GAF certified Master Elite. Now, GAF, CertainTeed, Owens Corning, are they all good shingles?
Yes, they are.
So if they're installed properly, they're great.
Correct.
And that's the key, right?
Correct.
So they're going to try and push the shingle brand that they want, which is okay. Look at, I want to sell Fords. I want to be a Ford. I'm a Ford family, right? So I'm always going to drive Fords, and I want you to drive a Ford because I drive a Ford. Let's keep it, like it is. So I get that. But with the Roof Resource, is it right that you can pick any shingle you want?
Correct, yeah. They can pick any shingle they want, and I can tell you that over the last couple of seasons, homeowners are presented with, for instance, Certainteed Landmark, or they're presented with GAF, and we provide them with all the brands, and I can tell you that a lot of them have selected. You can go on our website, see our work, and a lot of them tend to select an Owens Corning designer. And again, we're not pushing any shingle, but because, again, you had mentioned it earlier, we provide the full system, we install the full system, but they feel they're super happy, and they feel empowered that they get to actually then choose if everything is equal. Then they get to choose what's going to look the best on their home, right?
Well, that's the best part.
That's the cosmetic piece of it, right?
So the salesmen from the other roofing companies come to the house, and they talk to the homeowner, and I call it, the nice way to say it is they spend time with the homeowner, and it's bonding and rapport. First hour, hey, tell me about your house, how long you lived here, have you done remodeling before? Let me tell you about the way a roof works, why it's components, and this, and this. And it's an education.
Sure.
And the best companies, which I've always promoted here at Hire It Done, do a really, really, really good job of that. And so when I know that, I want homeowners to have that. Now, 2 hours in, the homeowners in the back of their mind are thinking, is this going to end? What's going on here? How long is this guy going to be here? Now, there's nothing wrong with being educated. There's nothing wrong with a contractor coming there and saying to the homeowner, Mrs. Jones, here's what it is. Then you take the business model, and a contractor's in business for profit. So are you, so am I. Profit is relationship to overhead. If you advertise on TV every week and you got 20, 30,000 a month in advertising, you have to have X amount of leads and sit-downs with homeowners to justify that. Then you pay your salesman a commission, usually 20% or 15, 20%.
15%.
Yeah. And that's all factored into the sales price. You give the same quality, if not better, for about half.
Correct.
People don't believe it.
Right. And again, it goes back to the old sales model that's out there is exactly what you've said. Now, when homeowners, for instance, when homeowners know that their roof is old, they see all the commercials and all the roofing companies will say, we'll come out and give you a free estimate. What that does to that roofing company is when that homeowner calls and says, I'm going to get a free estimate, or I'm going to get a free inspection. That tells the roofing company that the homeowner, it's top of mind because they're concerned that their roof is old. They know that the homeowner now is thinking of getting a new roof. That's the reason why they give a free inspection. Just like a gym membership would say, hey, come in for a free 2-week membership. And of course, they're wanting to sell you a membership, right? That's really what starts to create that. And then they get into that sales model. And what I tell homeowners all the time is that first price that they give you, let that be their best, their final and best, right? Done. But that's not where that's not where it starts. It is, hey, you're at about $24,000. Mr. Consumer, how does that compare to the budget you were thinking of spending? That question is the key question. If they say, yeah, that's about right, they know that they've got that customer. If they give them an extra $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 off, wow, they're going to get a deal. If someone's like, wow, that's super expensive, now they know they have to go a little bit lower. But that is the question that is asked. And again,
drop. They could call it the drop.
And it's the drop. And so with our customers, there's no drop. It's cost.
The price.
It's cost. And so there's
and
no
it's not
games.
in the house. You're not in the home.
Correct. We do this virtually.
Yeah, that's
We've done over 250 homes so far, Adam, all virtual.
All satisfied.
Yeah, all satisfied. You can go on our website, go down to the click on the maps, and you'll be able to see throughout the entire southeastern market.
What's the website?
TheRoofResource.com.
Okay, so back to the sales process. So then homeowners, and I always tell homeowners, get 3 bids. Get 4 bids. Because you really got to, level the playing field. You got to know. Because what you don't know can hurt you. A homeowner can get a $40,000 roof price and like the guy and pay for it and no problem. Not knowing. And the job goes smooth and they live a happily ever after. Nothing wrong with that. But when you get 3 bids and you've been through that and your stomach is like in knots, it's a whole different game. And this is the other thing that your company has done. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about after the pricing and what the process is for the roof resource.
Great.
My name's Adam Helfman. Keep it locked in here. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Mike Harvey from the Roof Resource in studio. Welcome back, Mike.
Hey, Adam.
So I tell people to get 3 bids. I tell them, and do that. And then all of a sudden you come around and you're doing a roof at cost. And literally, I peeled away all the layers. You're about half. But you're you're giving, like, if someone, or let's say they pick Owens Corning, you're not just giving Owens Corning shingles. You give the complete system.
Correct.
A lot of builders and roofers don't do that.
That's correct. And I only say that because homeowners will send me their proposal. And so it's just listed, the shingles listed, but they don't list out all the components. They just list out synthetic underlayment or ice and water shield or...
But not a brand.
Yeah.
You
use
use
no
Owens
brand.
Corning.
We use, when the homeowner chooses GAF, it's all GAF components, everything.
And then if they use Owens Corning, it's all Owens Corning or certain
Yes.
teed.
Right.
Okay. That's interesting. Now, what about your installers? I mean, are these guys, where do you get them?
Fully licensed, insured, workers' comp. We have Kathy Coble, who is the vice president of operations. She takes care of all the paperwork, making certain that they have everything is up to date. And over the past couple of years, we've attracted some of the best companies that are out there as a company. And I always say it's not Chuck and a truck with guys who have liability insurance, who know how to do roofing. They're licensed and insured. And so we created the Preferred Roofing Network. So again, we've handled that for the homeowner. We've taken care of that. We know they do quality work. Obviously, we use Hire It Done. Obviously, the standards with that.
What's the warranty again?
The warranty that they receive there's two. So they get a 12-year workmanship warranty
from the labor.
From the labor, and then they get a lifetime warranty. And that's truly a lifetime warranty
from the manufacturer.
From the manufacturer, which is first 10 years, 100% labor and material, and then it prorates with the roof, and then at year 40, it's 20%. And so it's a lifetime warranty. And so we actually have a lot of customers, once we share that with them, they were thinking metal because they're thinking 20, 25 years ago, they get a 15-year shingle.
Well, of course.
We're talking, no, this is a lifetime shingle now.
So homeowners who get 3 bids invest 6 to 10 hours of their time. Grueling. And that's what I don't like. The process has been difficult,
Right.
You don't go to the house until they ready to, like, what's the process? So you give them the price without going to the house.
Correct. So within 24 hours, you will get a proposal emailed to you, and you'll be able to see what that price is. There's more detail of what we do and how we do it. You become a customer, go on our website. You become a customer within 24 to 48 hours. We're doing an attic inspection by our home inspection companies that are partnered with us. They're on our website. They come out. That's included in our service. And we're checking for ventilation. We're checking for, biogrowth, et cetera, et cetera. And then at that point, the homeowner is they're already choosing their shingle because they go to the website. It says choose my shingles. They get to see all the different brands, choice color. They choose it. We build a custom material list. And this is key. We build a custom material list, and then we share that with them. So they get to see everything that's going to be on their roof before it's even shipped to their house. Then it's shipped to their home. Dumpster company comes the very next day, delivers the dumpster. And then the following day, because it's a cadence of materials come, dumpster comes, and then the installation comes. And then after the installation is done, after the home is cleaned up, they're paying for the labor, and it's all said and done. The warranty is already registered with the manufacturer. And go online, read the reviews, and our homeowners are pretty blown away. That's a very easy process.
Yeah, and the Google reviews speak volumes.
Yeah.
Which is always a good thing. So you've been able to do that, and it's a pretty smooth process. It's virtual. The fact that you just don't go in front of the homeowner and beat them over the head at $40,000 and an hour later you're at 20, I love that. That's the biggest complaint people have about home improvement. Oh, we have to sit here and wow, God, this removes all that anxiety.
It does, and there's a review out there. Remember, it was in 2021 where the homeowner, she was very upset that they both had to be there, and her husband was a restaurant investor, and he flew around quite a bit, so she was the one handling it and making the decision, and several companies would not come out.
Right.
So obviously she did have some come out, but right. It's an old sales model, sales process that homeowners have to go through if that's the way that they want to go.
So homeowner needs a roof today. They go to theroofresource.com.
Correct.
How you can give them a price? Let's see. Today is Saturday. You can give them a price by Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, they'll get a price within 24 hours. Now, typically, if they fill it out on a Saturday night, they're going to get it like probably Monday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So within 24 hours, they'll have it emailed.
The full price. No pitch. No anything. Full
Correct.
price.
Correct.
So then once they have the price, can they and I'm not endorsing this, but can they call other companies and say, I need a roof price, and then that will shock them?
Well, yeah, it'll shock them. They'll actually, they see our price. And matter of fact, we had several conversations this past week with homeowners, and we said, hey, someone's going to come in and they're going to start you. We just actually onboarded a customer in Belleville, and they started him much higher, and then they had to go lower. And I said, well, how do you trust someone who starts out at a higher price? If you would have said yes, I said, Scott, they would have taken your $3,000.
Yeah.
$5,000, but they started out high and then they had to come down. And then it was all about, hey, can I go lower? And I'm like, that's completely up to a homeowner at that point. Our job in this company is to serve the homeowner and let them know what a roof at cost will be for them.
Wow. And so, how many roofs can you handle?
With the bandwidth that we currently have right now, because as we franchise, we're franchising within a month, we have our FDD, so we'll be considered a national franchisor. Each franchise will have 4 companies that will be doing the work for them. So at this point right now, we probably could do, 30 to 40 roofs a month easy.
Okay, well, so you can handle capacity.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then if someone is interested in learning more about the franchise, can they just go to roofresource.com right now and click on Contact Mike? Or?
Yeah, contact Mike, fill that out. I mean, we actually have, I think that there's a page on there about that, and we're actually in the midst right now of creating the roofresourcefranchising.com. So,
well, I like that. So there's that as well. So are you expecting a big year? 2023 look like a big year for you?
Yeah, this is going to be a really big year. We're I want to say probably 8x where we're at from last year to at the same point this year. And then, of course, with franchising, we've got companies, roofing companies, home inspection companies,
lining up to do
lining up all over the country, inquiring about the franchise. So this will be a big year.
It's been a buzz. We're creating a buzz.
With Michigan, we'll look to do probably have 5 to 10 offices here.
You do 300 to 500 roofs this year?
We'll probably do. Kathy will be poking me, but I'd say we'll probably do a couple hundred. Just with everything else going on, we'll probably do a couple hundred at least.
Okay. And one quick question: warranty. Someone has a leak or something happens. Who do they call? What do they do?
They call us, and immediately we contact the company. There's 2 contacts at that point. They already have that company that did the installation, but they're still calling us, and we're immediately getting a hold of the company that did the installation, and so they can go out and address any issue that the homeowner has.
Okay, so you're on top of that. So you don't just get the middleman and then they come on and sorry, that's not us. You're in it
immediately. Always, yeah.
That's customer service. You're standing behind it.
Yes,
which makes perfect sense. And then you work with the manufacturers or you work with the distributors
in regards to
getting the shingles to the homeowner.
Oh yeah, so the manufacturer, distributor really is Wimsat SRS, which is the second largest building supply in the country.
Can a homeowner go in there and kick the tires? Basically?
Yeah, matter of fact, we just had another customer too onboarded in Berkeley, and she was heading over to Wimsat to take a look at physically, take a look at the shingle. And we get very few homeowners that want to do that, but if they do, they can walk right into the showroom, and the guys and gals are great over there and help them out, and they can actually take a board home at no cost. So,
well, that's even better. Now, one last thing as we wrap things up. If a homeowner has extra shingles, what do we do with it?
So when the homeowner has extra shingles, so that's a great question, because every home will have extra 2 bundles, 5 bundles, 10 bundles of shingles. With us, the extra materials go back to Wimsat, and the homeowner gets the 100% refund, which homeowners, you can go on the website and read the reviews. Some people have listed it out there. Whereas if, again, you hire another company, whatever they bring, they take. And so the homeowner loses a little bit, obviously, on both ends. They're spending more money. Just from my perspective, obviously, they're spending more money. So,
what's the website again?
theroofresource.com.
Love it. I love it. And I recommend homeowners keep 1 or 2 bundles of shingles or, just in case for future, which is smart. Well, there you have it, folks. Absolutely great content. Thanks, Mike, for making the trek in here.
Thanks for having me, Adam.
Yeah. Visit hireitdone.com if you want to learn more for anything you want. I want to thank everyone for tuning in this morning. It really means a lot to me. We're here every Saturday. We're kicking butt, as you know. So we'll be back next week, of course. And, of course, you're going to get the best home improvement advice. One last thing about Atlas Home Improvement. If you want gutter helmet, give them a call, 800-762-3817. they also help as well. We'll be back next week. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Adam Helfman. This is the Hire It Done Radio Network.